If you were to ask me, all but a few weeks ago, if the BOTM Styracosaurus was one of my favorite figures BOTM released, I would probably respond with no. I've already said this before. I've said millions of times the blueberry or the Triceratops or the Diabloceratops, those are my favorite. Why are you asking me if this mid-looking Styracosaurus is my favorite? And oh my god, would I be wrong once I get this? Because let me tell you, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I take back everything I've ever said about this Styracosaurus being just another BOTM Styracosaurus. I mean Ceratopsian. I mean, not to say they haven't released like a ton of other Styracosauruses more than any other Ceratopsian that they have. We've got like 3 versions. I take it back. It's so cool. I love it so much. And I'm so glad I did not just miss out on it again. Because when I saw that they were reissuing this figure, I knew, yeah, I'm probably gonna not get that, but I really would like to get that at the same time. And here we are. Here we have this thing that is just it's awesome, and I love it so much. Anyways, they re-released this Styracosaurus along with the Wave 3 of the Tyrannosaurs, all but just like a few weeks ago, actually. Actually, I only got this one like 3 days ago, so yeah. So that's pretty cool, and I really hope they re-release some other Ceratopsians that they have kind of gone out of stock and I need in my life, so anyways, being re-released with the Tyrannosaurs, the packaging is actually very similar to the Tyrannosaurs in, well, pretty much every way. They just added a Ceratopsian instead. So you can see some glorious art of the Styracosaurus on the side here. It looks very nice. What a nice looking Styracosaurus right there. You have some Ceratopsian series and some Styracosaurus albertensis and some Beast of the Mesozoic action going on up there. And if we flip it around, you can see some amazing art of the Styraco, and along with some other figures you can currently get on Creative Beast, as well as some facts about the animal and some facts about the figure itself. So pretty cool stuff. But we don't care about the box. Oh my god, I could not have done that if I tried. Sir, how did you land so perfectly up there? Now, why don't we just go ahead and get into the review of this wonderfully delicious Canadian Centrosaurine. And oh my god, do I hate that red background. Anyway, taking a look at this figure, it is absolutely packed with color. Anything from reds to blues and greens, it's just packed full. Not quite as much as Shiny Boy, but they're very close. So up in here in the head, you can see some really nice shades of like red all around the face here. You can see around the edges are like washed or dry brushed. I don't know. I think it's dry brushed. I think maybe. I don't know. With a darker red, and then around just regular like. The base coat of it is like a reddish color, and you can see some different stripes of black, especially around the eye and around on the face here, and there's some little orangish yellow spots all around, and up here there's some blue, and on the cheek there's also some blue dry brushed onto it, along with some little orange dry brushings around various areas of the jaw. Of course, you have this wonderful pattern on the frill with some very vibrant blues and greens and some dry brushing of some yellowish orange color like what we see here. The horns are all painted with a tan color, but they're not just tan. They also have some blue in there and some darker colors just kind of washed and dry brushed around it. It looks really, really nice and very well detailed for just a plain horn on a dinosaur figure. Now, the beak is also very nicely painted, sort of the same way as the horns, but it has some really nice patterns with the way that it's painted. For some reason on this one, it just looks so cool. I don't know what it is. Inside the mouth, of course, is painted. Why wouldn't it be? And all the little teeth in there are painted as well. Of course, you can articulate the tongue to see things better, but, you know, all the little teeth in there are painted. Pretty nice, even though you're not really seeing in there that often. And oh my god, look at the eye. The eye on this one particularly is so well done. It looks so realistic. It looks like it could just come alive at any moment. It looks so cool. Now, moving down from the head into the neck, you can see some black stripes and spots just splotched around the area. And under the neck is some more of that mustard yellow color. Now, running into the body, as you can see, this red sort of starts to stop, and it continues out with this green color, this beautiful, like bluish green, turquoise, teal. I don't know. It's really nice looking, and as you can see, the red just sort of starts to disappear. And it just slowly fades out into this little tiny stripe, and then it stops, and it continues out onto the tail. But the body here is really cool looking colors. I love the colors chosen for the base of the body. So it's sort of this like turquoise. I keep saying it wrong. It's like a bluish green, okay? I'm not going to say it anymore because I just keep saying it wrong. But anyways, it's washed with a darker color up here in like the top of the back and into the side there. And it sort of just fades a little bit lighter down into the belly here. And of course, it's dry brushed with a lighter tone to really make those scales pop and just to give it a little more variation in the colors. A little bit lighter color, and right here you can see where the red just starts to stripe out. You can see it's a little bit more orange, and of course you cannot miss those white stripes on the back. And they're not just white, no, they're actually metallic, like pearly color, and it looks really, really cool and really awesome. I love when BOTM does something like that. They did it with the Siskiytyrannus, and it looks amazing. Just a little detail that looks really nice and just makes the figure a lot more cooler. And of course, something I really like is the detail on the feet here. Lots of detail and stuff onto the legs. So as you can see up here in the shoulder, it's more of a darker color, and then it sort of just gets the same dark color, but it's dry brushed with a lighter color, and it's just so many different colors layered on top of each other. And then you've got its little strawberry foot right there. It's so cute. And the little claws are painted as well. Of course, why wouldn't they be? I guess unless you're Mattel. And of course, the legs on the back of the figure are the same way. Just a little bit different colors. This one's a little more green than the front legs, so that's pretty cool. And also, the ankles are dry brushed with blue, so that looks pretty cool. Running down to the tail, you can see that red starts again, but it also has, it's kind of just over, it's painted over with a orange color, so, it looks different. It's not as red. And then the very tip, you can see that it gets very, very bright towards the tip of the tail, and it has some black bands of color there. So that looks pretty cool. And that's pretty much the color. And of course, I forgot to mention, but like there's little stripes up here too. But of course, you saw that. That's pretty much the paint work on this figure, and it's absolutely awesome looking. I forget exactly what animal this is based off of. I'll put it up on the screen because I have bad memory. The detail on it, of course, like, is amazing. I'm not really going to go over the detail because, I mean, Shiny Boy here has the same body size, and I've already reviewed him And also, I just don't like doing it because I find it so boring. So articulation is the same as Shiny Boy, but of course, if you haven't watched that video, I might as well just do it again. But you have the head here is very nice. And one thing I really love about this figure, I don't know if this is just my lucky figure or whatever, because I got this one out of the box and I did not even have to heat this up with a hairdryer. Like, it was so smooth straight out of the box, and all the articulation points are just perfectly smooth. I don't know if that has to do with something with being brand new or if it's just really good articulation on these figures, but you can get some really good posability in the neck. Of course, the side to side is great. The down is fairly decent, and the upwards, you can get it to look very high up. Of course, there's the jaw. And the jaw is a little loose on mine, but it's fine. It's nothing too crazy. And of course, like I showed earlier, the tongue can be articulated as well. The arms can be twisted all the way around, and they move out a little bit. And the elbows, of course, are also articulated. You can bend them however you want. And the little foot here is also able to rotate, and you can move it in every which way you could possibly want. The section in the body here is actually super smooth, and something is just so satisfying about it. Just moving it side to side, and it's just so smooth and satisfying. I love it so much. It's just really fun. You can get some nice up and down in it as well. Along with the hips can be rotated. They're a little stiff, moving all the way around, and I don't want to like force it over, but you can. The Medusa Ceratops, as I can show you, you can get a little bit, you can just go all the way around. So some of them are going to be different. It just depends. This one's just a little more stiff. The knee here is actually works a lot better than my Medusa for some reason. Like I said, the joints on these are going to be all different depending on the figure, because they're all just a little different. The ankle and the foot can also move and rotate and stuff. The tail, one of the things about this one, this body size particularly, both of them, their tails go on super easily, but that also means that their tails are going to pop off pretty easily, so you just want to be aware of that, because although it does go on pretty easily, it does pop off a lot. But yeah, it's on a ball joint, and oh my god, it keeps popping off! I have not had this issue until recently. It is very annoying, so you can go get some nice range of motion on the tail. Not that you really use the tail that much, at least I don't. And oh my god, the colors on this thing, I just love them so much. Like, seriously, I just look at this and it looks so edible. I know I say that with every single BOTM figure, but it looks like gummies or something. Like, I want to eat it. It looks so edible. The gloss coat on it makes it look even more delicious. Anyways, my measuring tape has been lost to the abyss, so we're just gonna do size comparisons because I cannot find it anywhere. I guess I don't need to get the Medusa because they're the same size, but here is the Diabloceratops for a smaller size comparison. As you can see, they are different sized. Here is one of the 1/6 scale raptors. And the Bistahaversor for one of the Tyrannosaurs as a size comparison. And the Pentaceratops. And the Torosaurus. Oh my god, that's heavy. So you can see that the Styrac is much smaller than the massive Blueberry. And if you don't have any other BOTM figures, here is a Mattel Raptor, because if you don't have any BOTM figures, there's a 99% chance that you have one of these Raptors, or you know the general size of them, so yeah. Well, there we have it. The beast of the Mesozoic, 1/18 scale Styracosaurus albertensis. Honestly, this figure just completely just knocked all the other ceratopsians off the shelf, except for, like, maybe the blueberry. They're very close. I was honestly shocked when I realized how much I just enjoy this Styracosaurus, being not one of the craziest ones. It's just simple, but it's so good. The paint job is the highest quality thing I've ever seen. Okay, maybe not that, but I mean, all the Beasts of the Mesozoic figures are pretty much the most high quality paint job you could get on a dinosaur figure, and it's just awesome. The use of different colors on this one, the sculpt is beautiful. Yeah, I think it's just really cool. Should I recommend it to you? Yes, I think that it is a pretty good one. I think this one is one that can be recommended to pretty much anyone. The colors are not too flashy, that they're not like super in your face, but they're still very nice and vibrant. And it's just an overall cool figure. If you have any interest in it at all, I would definitely say go for it and get it, because it's a pretty cool figure and looks awesome up on the shelf. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.